Turnabout Goodbyes. Day 2. The trial. 9:44 a.m. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, Wright. A god. If you don't lose any cases, there's a lot of problems. I mean, we've already established there's massive problems with the court system, which apparently the game itself is kind of pointing out and parroting the flaws in the Japanese court system. And then we had the red-white Blue Corp blackmailing everybody incident, and not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Much like me, until the 3rd episode, where I suddenly changed my tack. Yeah, okay. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. Oh, apparently that's like actually an issue. Like that just seemed par for the course and like expected when it was happening at the time. It's weird how the how nonsensical things are has kind of been shifting back and forth throughout this this game so far. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. That's a little scary. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20, because 10 wasn't good enough. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, you know, nothing big, just ghosts of prosecutors that assist me in cases by possessing their sisters. Just nothing to worry about. Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 o'clock a.m. Court tends to start right on the dot here. Room number 3. court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. He's like just clutching his shirt, like you'd think that would be like nervous if hadn't been introduced that way. Apparently, prosecutors always wear like very, very fancy ascots or bibs or whatever. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Let's see. Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right. My apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Uh-oh, 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It just reminds me of a line from the original Metal Gear for the NES. Just, the truck have started to move. Greetings, Doom. It went towards the boat rental shop. A red map added to the court record. Testify to the court about your arrest. Now. Wait! Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these... Switching back and forth between voices so fast. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Jeez. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. The way he's clutching his arm, maybe he's just constantly having a mild heart attack. Yeah, probably. Wait, this is new. That's not what he just said. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. He sounds like a Viking. Viking's acceptable. I'm okay with Viking. So we can't point out the thing that he said earlier about the 2 pistol shots. Nick, doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague? I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. His testimony is probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. You received a call from a man. Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That's what you guys were talking about. That is amazing. Hey Blaze, thank you as always for the continued support of the stream. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people. Obviously. Different people. There were 2 witnesses. You already knew that, Phoenix. You already knew that, buddy. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? Was that Satan objecting, or was that Von Karma? Where did you find him? Wait, didn't I have a... Oh well, whatever. I'll just click it. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. So amazing. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Did he just, like, aerially slap him? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Even if they are fake. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep trust and relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue! Now! Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Yeah, keep talking about it, I suppose. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? How can you do a tisk with this guy? It's hard enough with Edgeworth, man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! I'm required to say order at least 17 times per trial or I'll lose my license. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well. I will explain. Naturally, Judge, you'll do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. That actually is decisive evidence for a change. Thanks, Phoenix. I'm glad you clarified that it makes it look like Edgeworth did it. We wouldn't have realized earlier. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. And honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes. Man, I can't switch between those characters very well. What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? $11:09. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. He seems actually surprised. That's interesting. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then, the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya.
Huh? What?
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
Wow. You could just be a hardcore jerk here if you wanted to. I wonder if you lose the case or something if you have her not show up because you need her to say one little thing that makes you think of something or whatever. I'm tempted just because it's such a brutal answer, but we'll go with the non-ass option, I guess. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. Oh god, that's not... Phoenix, why are you so bad at talking to anyone for any reason? It's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Nah. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Really?
Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh. Sorry. Whoops. Greetings, Double Taco. And Spin as well. How's it going? Apparently I chose the serious jerk answer instead of the joking jerk answer, yeah. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. Let's see. If I can remember her voice again here. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
It was it was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough. Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Greetings, Ghostbutts. Order! I will remove you from the court if I do not have order immediately. Who is he removing? The peanut gallery? You're not gonna remove the peanut gallery. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I'm required to say order at least 57 times. And we've only made half our quota so far, so I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant, hold on, we got a cross-examination to do here. Yeah. Wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Now we're playing Street Fighter. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you must, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Egads, man.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
Well, we're playing Phoenix Wright, so yes. I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. Jeez. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Fired 3 times. Why was it fired 3 times? Okay, that does match, but just after midnight. She, like, doesn't seem confident she was in her car. And you only heard one bang, is what you're saying, even though there were supposed to be 2 gunshots and the pistol was fired 3 times. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time?
No. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Ugh. Oh, there's the second bang, right?
There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here.
Maya's really taking this hard. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day! Damn it, Phoenix. Technically, I guess you could argue that's a contradiction that's not meaningful.
Huh? No, yeah, well, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial, Mr. Wright. Witness, continue your testimony. Why were you camping there, anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What? That doesn't really matter unless we're considering her a suspect of some sort. It might be all I have to look for more information on. I can see, like, considering Von Karma's being an ass and the judge is siding with him, pressing further could get me a demerit. What research? This all sounds suspicious. I think I'll let that one slide for now. Could you clearly see the 2 men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
No. No, that's not clear enough. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. Well, that's not where I wanted you to go with that, Phoenix. I was asking if you saw the 2 men.
Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. Does sound... I don't see pressing further having any benefit there. Lana seems pretty sure of herself. I better not forge blindly ahead here. Still, this whole thing stinks. Oh, yeah. So, compare the fact the photo was fired 3 times with the fact she only heard 2 shots? That seems to be pretty, reasonable. Also, why was this photo, like, added when we already had it added? I guess you could have gone through the day and not picked it up, and it would have been added otherwise. Gordy shot the victim, probably. The witness's... Oh, what? The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, you're losing an exclamation mark because this is not what the game wants you to be thinking about right now, even though it is clearly a thing that's relevant to the case. Well, I mean, we could press further on those 2 things we didn't press further on, I suppose. There's nothing else in the lake, not even monsters! Oh, that just doesn't seem, that seems pretty weak. Yeah, pressing on either of those doesn't seem very, beneficial, but, I guess we'll press it further. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions. Guess ask about the research assistant stuff. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait. Now, I'm the... See, I can't go back and forth between the judge's voice and someone else. Like, the judge always inherits accents from, like, whoever else I was recently voicing. Now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Yeah, it's not his voice. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh.
Nick, Lana's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. But
If I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then, pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me.
Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? God. Wow. That's... Witherspoon!
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea? Treat me like some kind of criminal. And I saw him, I swear. And I saw Edgeworth.
Enough, Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No.